Good morning, everyone. Today we will start session 1 of Unit 2 Stress Management. We all face various challenges, meet demands, fulfill and manage expectations of our own and others. We all have different ways to cope with or encounter such challenging situations in our lives. But sometimes these challenges become so big for us that our mind and body start feeling its effect. Such a state when these conditions start affecting our body and mind is called as stress. We all feel the stress of varying degrees. When we hear the word stress, we take it as a negative word, but it is not always true. Stress in limited quantities motivates us to strive harder and get the possible results. A little stress can help boost your immune system as long as you focus on its positive side effects such as motivation and energization. So, there is good stress and bad stress. In this session, we will learn about good stress and bad stress. Also, we will learn how to deal with the bad stress. But before that, we will define what is stress. Stress is our body's way of reacting and getting prepared to deal with the situation and the pressure it creates. Good stress refers to the limited quantity of stress that helps one keep focused and motivated to do something. For example, when you have to give a welcome speech in your class program, although you are well prepared, but still you feel stress, you feel nervous, you are feeling butterflies in your stomach. This stress motivates you to rehearse for the speech. And when you are on the stage, you speak confidently and clearly. Such a stress that remains there for a little time and motivates you to strive harder and do well is called as good stress. Psychologists call it eustress. Also, when you are going to give an exam, you are feeling nervous. This is also eustress. When you are going for paragliding or swimming for the first time, or riding a roller coaster, all these are the conditions when you feel eustress. On the other hand, bad stress refers to a stress that is ongoing and does not lower down. It is condition when one can't stop worrying and is unable to do the required things one normally does otherwise. Bad stress is overwhelming and prevents our daily routine. It is negative form of the stress. It hinders our progress. Generally, people refer this bad stress as stress. Psychologists call it distress or chronic stress. It affects our body's immune system and causes emotional distress too. Some common symptoms of distress are lack of sleep, loss or gain of appetite, heart problem, memory loss, problem in focusing, irritability, weight gain or loss, depression, weak immune system. So these are the symptoms which can be commonly seen in case of distress. When this distress increases, one must take appropriate actions to control it. Otherwise, it will start making negative effects. That is, we have to manage the stress. And the management of the stress is called as stress management. Unmanaged stress may affect our immune system, digestive system, excretory system, etc. So, we should take timely actions to manage stress. The benefits of stress management are maintaining health, improving mood, boosting immune system and improving productivity. That means if we learn to manage our stress, we would be able to maintain our health, improve our mood, we would boost our immune system and our productivity would also be increased. Children, especially you need to learn stress management because at your age, when you have so many challenges to face, like of your studies, expectation of your parents, peer pressure, etc., you need to learn the stress management. So, there are some stress management techniques. The techniques that are useful in handling and minimizing the physical and emotional effects of stress are called as stress management techniques. There are many techniques which we can use and follow to reduce our stress levels. Some of these techniques are: the first is physical exercise. Physical exercise helps to boost up the production of our brain's feel good neurotransmitters called as endorphins. When we do physical exercise, we concentrate on body's movements and forget daily tensions. It results in more energy. It improves our sleep also. So we must exercise regularly. Children, especially during this quarantine period, when we all are at our homes, we need to do exercise regularly to maintain good physical and mental health. Second is sports. Sports are also physical activities which help our body release endorphins. In sports, we are part of a team which help you to imbibe team spirit. It gives us opportunity to make new friends with common interest. In sports, we are around people who share some mutual goals. It motivates us, reducing stress and anxiety. Sports also improve the quality of sleep. But during this lockdown period, limit yourself to indoor sports or indoor games only. The third is yoga. In yoga, controlled breathing, meditation, various asanas and stretching relaxes us and provide relief from the stress and increases the productivity. Fourth is meditation. Meditation is sitting in a relaxed position and clearing our mind of all thoughts. The mind stops following every new thought it comes across. It also reduces emotional stress. Fifth is taking break. Taking break from regular routine is helpful in lowering the stress. In the small breaks, we can do relaxing and rejuvenating activities like reading, listening music, drawing, or any other activity that you like which gives you relaxation. Sixth is nature walk. Nature walk means going for a walk in a natural surrounding. It may be a park nearby you. Nature walks control stress levels and increases feel good hormones in the body. It reports in lower pulse rate, low blood pressure, and lower level of cortisol. Cortisol is a hormone that is released during high stress. Low cortisol means low stress. Next is holidaying and vacationing. Holidaying and vacationing lowers stress levels and control cortisol in our body. It also releases feel good hormones in our body and makes us feel relaxed and stress free. Studies have shown that taking break from routine and holidaying have many health benefits. So, these were some of the techniques for stress management. Now we know about some of the hormones. There are some hormones or chemicals which are good for stress. These are called as feel good chemicals. These are released in our brain to help us to cope with the stress, such as endorphin, dopamine, serotonin. On the other hand, there are some hormones which is released in our body when there are increased level of stress, such as cortisol, adrenaline, etc. Now, as we had studied about how to manage the stress, there are some tips for the students for managing the stress. These days, you, the students, are prone to stress in many ways. Stress of studies, stress of hobby classes, stress from the friends, stress of becoming best in every field. So, students may follow the following tips to control and manage their stress levels. The first is proper time management. For managing stress, design and stick to an appropriate timetable, keeping in mind your workload, assignments, and breaks required for relaxation. So, you need to make a timetable and follow it properly. Second is physical exercise. You should exercise at least 15 to 20 minutes daily. Exercise will release endorphins and you will feel more relaxed and confident to handle the stress. Third is positive thinking. Positive thinking will reduce the stress level. Always taking positive aspect of every situation will make you think positive and reduce the stress. Next is go step by step. If you have got a big task and you are stressed for that, then plan and break it and do in small parts, one small part at a time. With the progress of each step, you will feel less stressed and can complete the task easily which you are feeling big. Next is act smartly. If some conditions or situations makes you stressful, then try completing the dreaded part first. Once it is done, you will feel much relaxed and stress free. Next is spend a relaxing time. You should spend some time daily which is relaxing for you and do something that you enjoy. For example, spending time with family or friends, taking up some sport, hobby or adventure activity. Such activities reduces your stress hormones and releases feel good hormones. Next is take a good diet. Always consume food that lower the stress levels. There are some food items which are good foods for the stress, such as whole grains, milk, nuts, vitamin C rich fruits, bananas, green leafy vegetables, water, fatty fish, dark chocolates, warm drinks, etc. And there are some foods which should be avoided during stress, like caffeine, refined sugar foods such as cookies, cakes, candies, and refined carb food like junk food, etc. So, these were some of the tips for the students to manage their stress. I hope you understood about what is stress management, how to manage stress. Now, I'm giving you a PDF of this chapter so that you can read the chapter. You have to solve the back exercise given there and write the question answers in your copy. I have marked the answers in the pages there. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Thank you. Happy learning.